this piece that Joyce and I did, I focused on the border line between the United States and Mexico. And I thought, can I turn this into a landscape? And I just focused on that. And then I realized it had to be, and I looked at data. These circles represent the number of deaths of people crossing the border into the United States. The larger circles are 350 people, the medium ones are 200. There's a 100, there's a 50, there's some smaller ones. And so I was looking at that data and trying to figure out, and all I could do was come up with a map. I didn't think I could come up with a landscape. And then of course, Joyce on her end was coming up with working with prototypes of the wall. And she didn't mention this, but there's footprints on her side either. I don't know if we have a close-up of that. And so this is how it came to be as it is. And it's on crinoline, oops. And so that's the wall-to-wall piece and what it means to me. You know, putting mirrors on something is a little kitschy, but then you do see yourself and it has a meaning. And there's usually a chart with it that tells you 350 deaths, 200 deaths, 100 deaths. Whatever. It's a little grim, sorry, but also data is pattern. And I want to be very expansive with how I work with that pattern. And I do see pattern in political terms, as well as it's beautiful. I resist a little bit Mark's ideas about spirituality or sacredness in this, but certainly my process is a sacred one in that I'm very focused when I'm working on it. And so when the idea for Mashrabiyya influenced show came up, I was actually working on Mashrabiyya type patterns. These are actually what they look like. These, of course, are very enlarged. And this is a sheet of paper. And it's been cut out in parts, drawn and rendered in other parts, and then looking like an outline in other parts. And I was just very curious. It throws shadows in the cut parts. And I was interested in architecture, how it affects architecture. And right here, this is not in the show, but this is the letter Aleph with the letter Lam, creating the word no or la. And so I was also interested in Arabic as something that could be architectural. Just this is a little sneak peek of my studio. And in a couple of minutes, I'll show you how this piece became a performance piece. But I don't want to take too much more time.